Hey Coaster friends, it's Adam here from Pause Games and welcome back to another Planet Coaster 2 video. It's been a few weeks, I've been crazy busy with real life stuff and work and all that kind of thing. But anyway, today we're going to take a look at the brand new trailer which dropped a few days ago to announce the launch date of the game and also the pre-order bonuses, which we'll go into all that stuff later. So the first big piece of news is the game is coming out very soon. Planet Coaster 2 is launching on the 6th of November 2024. It's going to be available on PC, obviously, PS5, Xbox X and S. So it's going to be very exciting. That is coming very soon. So let's have a look through the trailer today and yeah, just basically react to it and see what we can see. So there's quite a few things in this trailer which we've spoke about and heard about but not actually seen yet. So it's great to get some sort of footage of that. So let's have a quick look through. So, nice big overview of a new park that we haven't seen yet in the game, and sort of shows us not loads of new stuff, but I mean we can see we've got these new topiaries over here which look really nice and a lot less boxy as the old ones. All these little animated streamery bits. These are the things I'm really enjoying actually. There's so much kinetic energy going on in these little parks they've made, which makes me think a lot of the scenery is going to be quite kinetic. And there's a really exciting bit later on in the video which I will show you. So again, nice good overview of quite a messy looking area, but in a really sort of nice way, where we can see a lot of slides coming down here. And this is the sort of thing I really like, all this kind of mess of slides. Love that. Loads of coasters. Looks like a sort of B&M vertical drop coaster there. A few of the little flats we've already seen, and this theme we've seen quite a lot of. But we do see some new stuff a bit later on in the trailer, which is very exciting. So again, a little overview again, this sort of resort theme. This building looks quite new, this sort of nice sort of style. So again, it kind of shows us, as we already know, the different sort of stuff we're going to be able to do, the different styles. This gives a really good indication of lazy rivers as well, if we're not actually properly seeing them yet. And also, I think this might be the first time we've seen sort of scenery in pools. So that's going to be very interesting how that works, because are guests going to just swim through these rocks, or these special rocks for pools? I don't know, but that's really nice. I don't think we've seen that yet, that you can put stuff in pools, which does happen. So it's good that we can see it. This is a really nice little shot of these little tiki things, very reminiscent to me of Volcano Bay. And again, keep an eye on these later on in the video, because one of them does something very exciting, which I'm think the most excited for about this whole game. Right, so first thing, we know they're in the game. Switch tracks, great that we finally see them in action. I know there's been a few demos of the guys who have played the game already have sort of shown us these in a bit more detail, but they work. They're in the game, and it gives us so much freedom and creativity to make all sorts of stuff, and just adds more realism as well. It's gonna be great. And a nice little look at the scenery brush, which again we did see in the last deep dive, but again it just shows how easy it's going to be to spam down trees. Whether we're going to use this much, I don't know, but the option's there, even just for sort of round parks and just filling areas like this. Really great to see it. And then again, the pathing tool just shows how quick we're going to be able to spam down these kind of floors. One thing I do wish, and again it might be part of it, I think maybe looking at this it is, the sort of the shape between each of these tiles. I wonder if that stays once you take away this grid. Now to me it kind of looks like it does, but you know what I mean, to give some nice like tile effect, that'd be nice. But I do kind of feel like that's just part of this grid. But that'd be really nice if you did little tiles. Imagine that'd be great. Again, nice little look at some of this more sort of tiki theme. I don't know exactly which theme this is actually, but these signs, I love these. These are great. All these surfboards. And the thing is, all this stuff will be all individual. I mean, that's probably one piece, but you know, all this stuff's all individual. And remember, everything can be scaled, which is fantastic. These buildings, love them. This theme, I'm going to use so much. I really am going to use this so much, because there's just so many cool things on it. Planters, there's so many planters. Love these guys. Trees, again, everything's scalable except the gridded pieces, but still, it's amazing. I love all these surfboards. These are going to look great, and these signs are nice too, really nice. I love this theme, really love this theme. We've got these vending machines back, which is great. They're always useful to sticking around the parks, and they look like they kind of just plonk on paths now, which is fantastic. If you remember you used these in the first game, they had this like little piece of path stuck under them, and they were really awkward. You couldn't just get them where you wanted. So yeah, that's gonna be great to have those back in the game. I mean, a hot dog vending machine, the concept of that's a bit strange, but hey ho, let's not question it. There he is, the new Mr. Sharky dude. I can't remember what he's called. What's he called? Finn or something? I don't know. But yeah, he's good. I like him. I like his little hat. He's going to be good. Hopefully we have a little bit more control over the characters in this, so we can sort of do more with them. Hopefully we can sort of have them on like sequences, do shows and things like that. Fingers crossed. I mean, that would be nice if we can do that. I mean, ultimately we want the parades, so we can stick these guys on parades. But we'll see. Maybe down the line. So nice little just an overview of just some people, I guess, and these canopies, which are going to be a big part of this game, because we're going to have to focus on weather, and we do see some weather actually later on. So again, a nice little view of how these pools are just made and plonked down. I think there is a smoothing option up here that we can sort of straighten these bits out, but again, it shows how easy it is and how quickly we can make these little lazy rivers. I really can't wait to start playing with these. Great. Right, here it is. This guy, watch this guy. He pops up. Now you might be thinking, well, so yeah, whatever, let's watch it again. He pops up. Right, so the reason why I'm so excited by this, I don't think that's an animatronic. I think this is just a standard piece like this that's just connected to the animatronic platforms, which is the thing that I've been wanting in this game for years. And it's, I think, for me, I mean, we need clarification, but that looks like it's the first time on video we've seen it. Anyone doesn't know what I'm blathering on about. From what I understand, there are animated platforms in the game, so you can attach scenery to them. So you can effectively turn anything into an animatronic. It's the thing I keep banging on about because I'm obsessed with it. And this is exactly the sort of thing you can do with it. And just have a little theming popping in and out. Now, think about how that would also work in dark rides, ghost trains, coaster scenes, literally anywhere. The fact that we can have these little nice animations and, again, connect. Look at that. Again, kinetic energy around the park. Brilliant. So that is the thing that I took away from this trailer so much, is that little guy popping up. See, again, this shows, look, all this theming under the water. I'm very intrigued to see how this is going to work. If you can set like a barrier to say like, don't go beyond here. Because the fact they're showing this must be a feature in the game. Otherwise, they're not just going to get guests swimming through and clipping through, you know what I mean? So this is really intriguing to me that we're seeing stuff in the water. So I'm really intrigued to see how we're going to manage this, or if there's a way to maybe turn each scenery item with sort of collision on and off. I don't know. But yeah, I love the fact that we can add that in the water, and it just flows so nice. It looks so organic. So again, a nice little view of how you can easily, quickly change all these colours, these themes, these textures, add theming to the rides, theming to the stations and the platforms. Can't wait for all that. It's going to be amazing. Obviously, we know we can add stuff to trains. Can't wait to start playing with that too. And from what I understand in the sort of alpha version of the version that some guys have played already, there doesn't seem to be any limit on the size of stuff you can stick to this. I mean, that might change in the final version, but you can stick massive items on these trains and just watch them whiz around the track. I don't know why you would, but it's funny. Obviously, we need to view a little bit of a slide, so we're building a slide here, but also look down here. It gives us a nice view of these sort of clear tubes, which are a good option. I really like these. So yeah, it just shows a few of the different types of sort of textures we can add, different types of rides and slides. So yeah, really good. Nice little view of some of the more of the canopies. Again, a nice close-up view of these new hedges. They look so much better. The ones in the first game were almost like plastic squares. They were terrible, but these are actually look really usable. And again, remember, scalable, so we can make some amazing stuff with these. Right, let's talk about lifeguards. So, one thing that is quite exciting with this, from this shot, you can see that we can sort of set zones from the chairs, which gives us a little bit more flexibility, and obviously that means that the lifeguards actually do have a function, because depending on where they are placed and where these chairs are placed, it sort of changes the zone of what they're watching, which is a very real thing. As I've mentioned a couple of times, for anyone that doesn't know, I do manage a water park, so this sort of little nerdy stuff about sort of lifeguarding zones, even though it's not going to be very fleshed out, I don't think, it's still quite exciting from a really boring perspective for me. So I love the fact that that's in there to some extent, because like I said, that is something I have to do quite regularly, is work out lifeguarding zones. And look, they do stuff, they do rescue, they do blow the whistles and all sorts of stuff. So I am excited to see how fleshed out the lifeguards are going to be. Like I said, I don't expect much from it, but the fact that there is some bits and pieces in there, it is quite exciting for that. Again, shade, we know there's going to be weather in the game, we know there's going to be a constant sort of battle of making sure people are warm in the colder and rainy months, and also not too warm and too hot, so we need to focus on shade. These things, right, so we've got these water stations which link to filtration sort of pumps and things around, so we've got these distributors and filters and all sorts of stuff which link all to the pools. Again, you can see here they've sort of hid these in the theming. I love that kind of realism too. The way I'm probably going to do this in my park is to replicate a real life plant room, which in my water park is all in one location, everything is in one big room, and then that's piped to the rest of the park. A lot of outdoor water parks, to be fair, do work like this. Generally the pumping stations are underground in like manholes or whatever, but yeah, outdoor water parks is not against the realm of sort of realism to have each pool and each slide have its own filtration and sort of mini plant room. But I'm going to sort of build mine like the one I know. But still, I love the fact that this sort of stuff's in there, that you've got these filters and pumps and all that sort of, again, it's the realism, it's the stuff that in Sandbox you might not really need to do this sort of stuff, I don't know, you probably turn it off, but I love it, it adds to the realism. And I am going to at some point recreate the water park that I work in, so this sort of stuff is perfect for that. And remember also, this sort of kind of thing we also need to do for power as well. So you've got power distributors and solar panels and stuff, which you do need to put around the park, so that'll be a nice little fun thing to play with too. And again, rain, more weather. I guess we're going to have to sell these, or they might bring them with them, I don't know, we'll find out. And also, just one little sort of nugget of information here, look at these are nice, these little posters and signs and stuff. I really do hope we get a nice big amount of signs. I love a good sign, me. So I love this sort of random sort of clutter, I love it. So here we go, staff zones. I believe there definitely are staff paths in the game as well. So not only can we dictate where staff walk and go, we can also obviously set them in little areas like this, which is really nice. It means we can sort of have a lot of control. I know we kind of had this thing in the first game, but this seems easier. And finally, we get to see it, the drop track. So for anyone who's been on Hagrid's or 13, these are fun. And the fact that these are going to be in the game, oh wow, we can do some amazing stuff. And imagine these mixed with all the different trick tracks and things that are in there. But we finally get to see it, and this shows you a really good indicator, like a really good example of how these can be used. So there we go, that's the trailer. Really good, I really like the trailer. And one thing I need to also talk about, the music. Love that version of the soundtrack. The music in this game, I was obsessed with the first game soundtrack. Before I had a PC that was good enough to run Planet Coaster 1, I used to just sit listening to that soundtrack on repeat constantly for months, waiting for the day I could buy a decent PC to play the game, and this sounds like it's an even better upgrade. It's a nice bit of sort of guitar, and there's a bit of beat to it. I love it, honestly, really nice. So can't wait to listen to that too. So 6th of November 2024, Planet Coaster 2 is being released. So let's talk about the sort of pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. So the pre-order of the game contains the 3 rides on the right hand side. So you've got your FD Vision, the Ultimax Water Coaster and the Cube. These are the 3 I believe are included with the pre-order. And then with the Deluxe Edition, not only do you get the full game, obviously, but you get the Vintage Funfair Ride Pack as well, which is all this. So we've got the Grand Carousel, Chairplane, Helter Skelter, Hyperspin, Buoyancy, which I have no idea what that is. That looks weird, but I like it. Monteleone, wooden antique powered cars. They're nice, I like them. Wooden Wild Mouse, so basically like the Death Trap that used to be at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and the wooden side friction. Really like them. So I believe this is around about £65 on Steam currently, and the base game is about 40, I think, something like that. So pre-order now, I guess, to get all this cool stuff. Because whether it's going to be released after the fact, I don't know. I imagine it will, but to really ensure you get everything in this game, I think it's worth getting this Deluxe Edition. Because imagine if they never release it and it's a one-off thing, you'll be sorry. So yeah, my advice is buy this if you can afford, obviously. So not only that, there's some. This is weird. At the end of the trailer, this is weird. It's weird, that, isn't it? I don't know what that's in reference to be honest. Are they showing us is this a new theme? Are they showing us a new park? Is it? I don't know. Something under construction, but it looks nice. I mean, let's just go back a touch to see this in. Yeah, really nice to put together. And obviously, we've seen a few bits of this sort of like Greek mythological pack. I really like this theme. Imagine a full park themed on this. It'd be really good. There is a place actually that's like that. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Terra Mythica in Benidorm? That's kind of this theme, and it's a really unique theme. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens here. Also, look at the path. I'm assuming this is Pathway. That looks really nice, really organic, really well themed. That kind of gives you Animal Kingdom vibes. So I don't know. I don't know what this under construction teaser at the end is. No idea, but I love it. Love it so much. Right, anyway, that is going to do us, I think, for this video, because I've been waffling on now for like 20 minutes. But like I said, I'm excited. I've not been able to record a video for a few weeks, so I'm very excited. I can't wait to play this game. I really can't wait to get my teeth into it. And it's going to be here very soon, which also means we need to finish the other park. So bear with me. Next couple of days, I'm hopefully going to start working back in Hysteria Valley and just get that thing finished. And then we can look forward to building new things in Planet Coaster 2. Like I'm sort of teased a few times, mentioned earlier, I am planning to recreate the Alton Towers water park in its entirety, including the hotel buildings, the back of house areas, the plant rooms, the service areas, the roads. That's probably going to be my aim at some point in Planet Coaster 2. It's not going to be the launch series, I think. We need to do a few little bits first to get used to the game, the pieces, and all that kind of stuff. But the eventual plan, that is what I'm going to do, is recreate the Alton Towers water park. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to hopefully do. Anywho, right, that's going to do us for this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a like down below. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the future stuff, Planet Coaster 1 and 2 related. There's going to be a lot of stuff over the next couple of months. So thank you. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.